Now, only few topics are left in the electromagnetic. You can see here. In magnetism, only two topics are left. This is the reduced syllabus. Now see here, magnetism begins from here. Moving charges and magnetism, this I have done. Concept of magnetic field, Oersted experiment, Biotin, Severed slides, application, all these things I have done. It's clear. Moving coil, galvanometer, its sensitivity, these things. This is finished. Then magnetism and matter, a current loop as a magnetic dipole. This also its magnetic dipole moment M equals to I into A. Magnetic dipole moment. Magnetic dipole moment of a revolving electron, that I will do today. Only this topic is left here. Magnetic dipole moment of a revolving electron. Only historical introduction through Oersted experiment. You wait for a minute. Hello. बोलो. Good morning. Good. बोलो. Now magnetism and matter, here only magnetic flux is there.
क्या करना पड़ेगा? तुम बार बार उठाने से भी नहीं उठती।
उत्कर्ष अग्रवाल का म्यूजिक हो जाए तो पढ़ाएं। आकृति उत्कर्ष अग्रवाल। Now see here. So here only magnetic flux is left in this part. Here for one part is left. Magnetic dipole moment of revolving electron, this is left. It is clear. Then magnetic flux in the last part. Magnetic field represented by the symbol B, this, all these things. Then distinction between B and E. Here, this one is left. ये भी आज हम बताएंगे, इतना पार्ट. Now you can see here what is the orbital moment of an electron. As we know that, what is the formula of orbital magnetic moment? M equals to I into A. M equals I into A. Now here we will see orbital magnetic moment of an electron in Bohr model of hydrogen atom. Now this is the nucleus, and electron is moving around this. Electron is moving, as we know that in hydrogen atom there is one proton and electron is moving in the case. Suppose the radius is r. So when electron will move, then its motion will produce a current. Motion of the electron will produce the current. What will be the current? So let electron complete one rotation. In time t. So, and it is moving with the velocity v. Here it is moving with the velocity v, and moves with a velocity v. So see here, from here you can see that v equals to 2 pi r upon t. Velocity equals to distance covered upon time taken, that is 2 pi r upon t. Means what will be t here? T will be equal to 2 pi r upon v. This. So current produced. So electron carries a charge E, electronic charge, and completing one rotation in the time t. Therefore, how much current will be produced? That will be E upon t. So you substitute this value of t. So I equals to E upon 2 pi r divided by v, means EV upon 2 pi r. Means this motion of electron is equivalent to a current carrying circular coil whose radius is r, and which this much current is flowing. Here this motion of the electron is equivalent to a current carrying circular coil carrying this much current, and radius of the coil is smaller. What will be its magnetic moment? Magnetic moment will be given by M equals to I into E. So how much current it carries? This. What is the area enclosed by this current loop? It is pi r square. Area enclosed by the current loop is pi r square. So see here, you can see this will be equals to magnetic moment. M equals to I into A. So this will be I equals to EV upon 2 pi r. E equals to pi r square. This pi and pi cancel, r1 power will be cancelled, so it will be EV r upon 2. This is the orbital magnetic moment of an electron in hydrogen atom or of any electron. It's clear. It is not necessarily in hydrogen atom. It's clear. Any electron. This is the orbital magnetic moment of any electron. Any electron in which is doing orbital motion around the nucleus. Now, after this, we will see the magnetic lines of force and magnetic flux. Earth's magnetic field is not in your course. Lines of force and magnetic flux. So as we know that magnetic field is represented by this. Magnetic lines of force are smooth imaginary closed curves. Smooth imaginary closed curves. Means magnetic lines of force are not like the electric lines of force, which produces from the emerges out from the produces from the positive charge and terminates at the negative charge. It's not like that. Okay. Magnetic lines of force do not have any free end. In a magnet, they come out from the pole. Traveling outside the magnet enters the south pole. And within the magnet, these lines of force run from south to north. Within magnet, they run from south to north. So magnetic lines of force are smooth imaginary closed curves, which visualize magnetic field in a region. The closeness of lines of force will represent the magnetic field strength. Closeness of these lines represent strength of magnetic field in that region. While tangent at any point, tangent at any point on these lines gives direction of magnetic field. मतलब किसी पॉइंट पर मैग्नेटिक फील्ड की डायरेक्शन क्या होगी? सपोज यू हैव टेकन दिस, देन यू ड्रा द टेंजेंट हियर. What will be the direction of magnetic field? You tangent here. What will be the direction of magnetic field? You draw the tangent. That will be the direction of magnetic field at any point of the magnetic lines of force. Now see here. After this, magnetic flux. Magnetic flux. It is represented by the symbol phi b. Electric flux we represent by phi e. Magnetic flux we represent by phi b. It is clear. And what is magnetic flux? It is amount of magnetic lines of force passing through a given area perpendicularly. It is the amount of magnetic lines of force passing through a given area perpendicularly. It is called the magnetic flux. Now see here, what is its SI unit? SI unit equals to Weber. In short, we represent by capital W, small b, Weber. Now see here, what is its formula? So just like the electric flux, it is also the scalar product of magnetic field vector and area vector. Vector B dot vector A in uniform magnetic field. In uniform magnetic field. Uniform magnetic field means which remains same in magnitude as well as in direction throughout the region. In non-uniform, what will be phi b? It is surface integral of vector b dot vector dA over that surface. जिस सरफेस पर हमको फाइंड आउट करना है उस पर सरफेस इंटीग्रल ऑफ मैग्नेटिक फील्ड. इट्स क्लियर. दैट विल बी द magnetic flux. This way you can calculate the magnetic flux. Now see here. From here we can find one unit of the B. What will be B? B equals to phi B upon A. Phi B, as we know that it is Weber, and this is meter square. So Weber per meter square is also the unit of magnetic field. And here we give one more name to the B. It is the magnetic flux density. Magnetic flux density. B is also known as, from here we can name strength of magnetic field or simply magnetic field as the magnetic flux density. Flux density. That is amount of magnetic lines of force passing through unit area perpendicularly. Amount of magnetic lines of force passing through unit area perpendicularly. Amount of magnetic lines of force passing through unit area perpendicularly. So this is the magnetic flux density, which is B equals to phi upon A. Now we will evaluate magnetic flux in two cases here. When uniform magnetic field is there and here surface is held perpendicularly. It is held perpendicularly. So what will be the direction of area vector? Area vector will be this. We can see here that area vector and magnetic field vector is having same direction. Therefore, phi B equals to vector B dot vector A, that is equals to B into A into cos 0 degree. That is simply B into A. And if it is like this, surface is held parallel to magnetic field, then what is the direction of area vector? Area vector is this. Magnetic field vector is this. What is the angle between them? Angle between them will be 90. Here, angle between magnetic field direction and area vector is 90. And we will see that no magnetic flux is left. Cos 90. Cos 90 is 0. Means when the surface is held perpendicularly to the magnetic lines of force, maximum linkage of flux will be there. When it is held parallel, then linkage of flux will be minimum and it will be 0. And suppose if it is neither perpendicular nor parallel, it is held obliquely. Now see here. What is the, this is the direction of area vector. Angle will be theta. So what is magnetic flux here? It will be B into A into cos theta. B into A into cos theta. It's clear. So now in this way, this magnetism has finished. Now you have to do the numericals. So you can see here numericals from your book. This is Earth's magnetic field. This is not in your course. properties of magnetic properties of materials, that is also not in your course. Now from the beginning I am telling what is in the course and what is not in the course. You can see here. सब लोग इसको देख लें क्या कोर्स में है क्या नहीं है. Now see here. Yes.